We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the race and we ignore the fight. We need a miracle. Watch over there, it disappears. We lose it all.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the WWE 2K Universe mode. We are just 6 days away from the Thunder from Down Under, the Super Showdown pay-per-view. My name is Jake, we are here for Raw live from Davenport, Iowa. On tonight's show we see a challenge to the #1 contenders for the Raw Tag Team Championships as Roode and Dolph Ziggler challenge Trent Seven and Tyler Bate in our opening contest tonight. And after their tag team match last week on Raw, Riott and Mandy Rose step in the ring once again, this time in singles competition. The winner goes on to face Toni Storm at Super Showdown for the Raw Women's Championship. And finally our blockbuster main event, 6-man tag team action, sees Mr. Money in the Bank Tomasso Ciampa team up with Braun Strowman and the US Champion Matt Riddle to take on the Universal Champion Drew McIntyre, Aleister Black and Jeff Hardy. Well, here we are on our first match of the evening, and there's a challenge been set to the #1 contenders for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The former Tag Team Champions nonetheless. Moustache Mountain, Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, who just lost those championship recently to the team of Miz and Morrison. The rematch is set for Super Showdown. Seven and Bate will square off against Miz and Morrison in Melbourne, Australia for those Raw Tag Team Championships. But here tonight, a challenge was laid out to the #1 contenders by Dolph Ziggler and Roode, who will square off in tag team action here tonight against Moustache Mountain. A good test for the former tag team champions. Of course, keeping themselves warm, build a little bit of momentum heading towards Super Showdown, but a good opportunity for Ziggler and Roode as well. Let's not forget, if they were to pick up a victory against the #1 contenders, they would certainly be in the picture or even next in line for a Raw Tag Team title opportunity. Especially if Seven and Bate were able to pick the titles up again in Australia. It's certainly an interesting scenario, the Raw Tag Team division. And well, I think we understand just why a challenge was laid out by Ziggler and Roode. As you see, up behind them, Miz and Morrison, the Raw Tag Team Champions, accompanying Ziggler and Roode at ringside. Is this smart strategy by the Tag Team Champions going to scout out their opponents once again, or is it something a little more sinister from the current Raw Champions? We'll have to find out, but a tremendous opportunity for that man Roode and his partner Dolph Ziggler. They can pick up a victory against the former Raw Tag Team Champions. Of course, Moustache Mountain, the first Raw Tag Team Champions, only just lost those titles very recently at the last pay-per-view of SummerSlam. We are off with a body slam from Seven, not wasting any time, and quickly around the other side of Ziggler, and then a kick to the spine. Big move from Ziggler, but it got caught forearm into an open palm strike. A headlock and down, spinning Michinoku driver. Great move from Seven, but only the 1 count so far to Ziggler. He rolls out of it, but gets caught. The kick and then a forearm once again, but good reversal from Ziggler, but Bate wisely tagging himself in, and Ziggler maybe not seen it, wasn't fully concentrating, got caught in a back suplex there from Bate. Ziggler gonna roll all the way out of the ring. Bate not taking any chances. Knocks down Roode. Now turns his attention to Morrison. Wow. Bate not taking any chances with the Raw Tag Team Champions at ringside, but wasted too much time and let Ziggler recover. Ziggler now went for the arm. Nearly a wrist lock, but countered by Bate, and then Bate sent into that ring post by Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler back in control, and you can see the master plan may have worked for Miz and Morrison, who are dancing at ringside there. Roode back on the apron. Gets back down, going to give Ziggler some room. A tree of woe there. Ooh. Big reversal from Bate. And just a right hand into the shooting star. Takes down Roode once again. Bate not going to allow it. Big throw there into that kip up from Bate. And once again, Bate on that top rope. Chasing after the Miz. Big drop kick to the back. Bate spending too much time on the Miz. Maybe giving Ziggler just too long to recover, but wisely Bate able to still keep Ziggler at bay. Maybe not quite though. Big reversal from Ziggler, but the speed of Bate able to get Ziggler back in the ring, but Ziggler, big DDT there. Caught Bate off guard. Will that be enough to put him away? One. No, just the one count. Bate able to kick out. Not enough done. To the former Raw Tag Team Champion. But a low blow from Dolph Ziggler. Message sent to the former champions. Moustache Mountain might have picked up the victory, but Ziggler caused the damage. A disqualification victory for Moustache Mountain in our opening contest. Damage done now to maybe the mindset of Moustache Mountain leading in. Too many distractions from the Raw Tag Team Champions. But the history books will say victory to Moustache Mountain, and I guess we have to clean up this mess before we head to our second match here tonight. Well, here we go. The second match of the night. And with the Raw Women's Championship match still undecided for the Super Showdown pay-per-view event. Two women with a history with each other, especially after recent weeks. Here you go, one-on-one here tonight. Mandy Rose tried to cost Toni Storm the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam. She came up short, as did her partner Sonya Deville, who was actually Storm's opponent in that match. And of course, Mandy Rose's opponent here tonight, Ruby Riott, the current Miss Money in the Bank here on Raw. She holds a guaranteed title opportunity if she so pleases to use it. She's in a number one contenders match here against Rose tonight. Riott and Storm defeated the team of Rose and Deville on last week's Raw, and issues have not really been settled between Riott, Rose, Storm and Deville. So our second match here tonight on Raw, a number one contenders match. The winner here between Riott and Rose will go on to Super Showdown to face Storm for that Raw Women's Championship. The undefeated Toni Storm, let's not forget. Will Rose or Riott get to Super Showdown, or better yet, will one of them be the woman to dethrone the Raw Women's Champion and give her first loss here on Universe Mode? Toni Storm, the only person left here on Raw with an 100% win record. One of these two women would love to be the one that takes that away from her. Of course, not many people have 0 in the win, in the loss column in Universe Mode so far. One of the only people off the top of my head is Bobby Fish, one of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Of course, his partner Kyle O'Reilly was 100% as well until he had that WWE Championship match against Andrade a few weeks ago on SmackDown. Of course, we had Charlotte Flair, who was undefeated until she lost the SmackDown Women's title. It's a big thing here in Universe, the undefeated streaks. Big German suplex there from Riott. Great reversal. Not take away from this match too much. Popped up into a head scissors, into a Hurricane Rana of sorts. A takedown. Rose rolled out of it, but she rolled straight back into Riott. Big headlock into the Bulldog. Running, planting Rose's face into the mat and got her back up with a big forearm, but Rose heard that one coming. That's right, back up into the backbreaker, and now she's going to wrench down. Yes, she is. A lot of torque on the spine, the lower back of Ruby Riott. Come to play, and Mandy Rose sweeping dirt onto Riott. Mandy Rose second rope, big knee. Looked like a knee, it might have been a forearm. I'm not sure what connected with Riott's face there, but something did a lot of damage, and now plants her down face first. Cover here, 1, 2, is that enough? No, not quite. Not enough to put away Miss Money in the Bank just yet. Quite a dominant display from Mandy Rose so far, and the double underhook has it up. Angel Wings. Mandy Rose 2, is that enough? No, it's not. Not quite. Big kick out from Ruby Riott. That opportunity of the Raw Women's Championship, not easy to come by. Of course, Riott has one in the bag, but she'd love to get a one-on-one contest at Super Showdown and have her Money in the Bank in the backlog, just in case she was to ever lose that title. Of course, we've seen the likes of Seth Rollins challenge for the WWE title while he was Mr. Money in the Bank. Big reversal there, a huge knee from Mandy Rose. Riott looks staggered on that apron. As I was saying, Rollins was in a triple threat for the WWE title at the Royal Rumble in 2015, I believe, against champion at the time Brock Lesnar and John Cena. He came up short, but eventually used his Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 31 and became WWE champion. There's that knee again from Mandy Rose. I'm sure Ruby Riott would love to be that as well. Never hurts to have a plan B for Riott. The Money in the Bank briefcase is one of the best plan Bs you could ever have. Into a cover, but just a 1, nearly a 2 count for Riott, but not enough to put Rose away just yet. Riott, big kick into a drop kick. Riott building some momentum here finally. Mandy Rose up on that second rope, and Riott going to use that ropes just to try to choke out Rose. Not a bad idea. Rose looks quite staggered here. There's the senton from Riott. Vintage Riott there. Is that enough to put away Mandy Rose? 1. Oh, only a two, well, barely even a 2 count there. A big reversal from Rose. Maybe just too much leverage on the pin from Riott. Rose able to power out of it. Riott kick, step up, Insuguri from Ruby Riott. Will that put away Mandy Rose here? 1, 2. Yes, it is. Ruby Riott is laughing away at. Oh, she's laughing at Mandy Rose. We must not be happy. Riott with the big victory here. What is this? Well, we said tensions were still high. Riott now just stomping away at Mandy Rose. Liv Morgan must have disposed of Sonya Deville as well. Ruby Riott picks up the victory. A good win for her. She, well, as I was saying, has that plan B now. She's the number 1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship. She will face Toni Storm at Super Showdown. And for now, our blockbuster main event is up next. 6-man tag here tonight. Well, here we are, our main event. Huge 3-on-3, 6-man tag team contest. And well, there's not even enough room. Not even enough room on the title plate. On the nameplate, sorry. For everyone in this contest. The Blackheart Tomasso Ciampa, the US champion, Riddle, the heavy known as Braun Strowman. Here tonight, this up and coming stable, you would say, trying to run roughshod around Monday Night Raw. They raise their fists to the sky. Ciampa, the current Mr. Money in the Bank, holds a victory over Drew McIntyre and Aleister Black, while teaming with that man at the front of your screen, Braun Strowman. A huge blockbuster main event here, of course. Aleister Black, the former Universal Champion, losing to Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. We asked how they were going to coexist in their tag team match a few weeks ago, but they may have lost, but they did look like a pretty well-oiled unit. You say the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and it doesn't matter what kind of differences Black and McIntyre had when it comes to that Universal title, when it comes to the destruction of Tomasso Ciampa and Braun Strowman, as well as Matt Riddle running roughshod through the United States division. McIntyre and Black had to put their differences aside on that night, and they're going to have to do it here again tonight as they team together alongside Matt Riddle's US Championship opponent for Super Showdown in Jeff Hardy. Jeff, of course, defeated Cesaro in that 16-man Battle Royal, and then singles match. Become the number 1 contender. And, well, I think Strowman just appeared in the ring for a split second there, and I believe he's gone. Black still taking some use to not seeing that red belt around his waist. Of course, the first ever Universal Champion in this series of Universe mode. The destructive man with the kicks, the strikes and the holds. One of the most talented overall performers on the Monday Night Raw roster. There's a reason that he held that Universal Championship for so long, with only 3 losses to his name, to Finn Balor, to Drew McIntyre, and to Ciampa and Strowman. One of the most dominant competitors here on Raw as well. Can McIntyre and Black still coexist with their Universal Championship match in just 6 days' time? Well, that man on screen right now, Jeff Hardy, is going to have to hope for it. He wants to help build himself some momentum leading towards Super Showdown and his showdown, of course, with Matt Riddle for that United States Championship. A former United States champion is Jeff Hardy, and a well-beloved veteran backstage. Will he be the glue that holds Black and McIntyre together here tonight? Oh, just a little tap on the shoulder of Tomasso Ciampa as he walks past. Interesting there for Jeff Hardy. Showing no fear towards Ciampa, Riddle or Strowman. Of course, Black also on the outside. The first of Jeff Hardy's partners here tonight. A whole host of former world champions and future world champions, you'd have to say, in the ring right now. Jeff, of course, a former world heavyweight and WWE champion. Black, of course, the former Universal champion. Strowman, a former Universal champion as well. Of course, Mr. Money in the Bank, Tomasso Ciampa, and you'd have to say Matt Riddle would be putting his name in the world title contention soon enough. But the final man in this matchup, the sixth man in the six-man tag, the Scottish Destroyer, the Warrior, Drew McIntyre, the 2020 King of the Ring, and now Universal Champion. You can just see it poking through the jacket of McIntyre. The first British-born World Heavyweight Champion in WWE history. He follows in the footsteps of Sheamus as the first of his kind. Of course, we've got the likes of Trent Seven and Tyler Bate. It could be English-borns for those World Heavyweight titles. And of course, let's not forget Pete Dunne over on SmackDown. A whole host of multiculturalism here in the WWE, especially around the world title scene. A proud champion is Drew McIntyre. Really had to work his way to that Universal title match. Of course, he was involved in the match where Black actually won that title the first time on Raw, that 5-pack elimination challenge. He came up short then and then had to build himself back up. Of course, winning that King of the Ring in one of our matches of the year, matches of the series, or the season so far. The King of the Ring final against Pete Dunne. Let's not forget, Matt Riddle had a few match of the years. That one with Goldberg at SummerSlam was, well, it blew everyone out of the water. No one expected it to be that good. And let's not forget his series of matches with Ricochet. Let's not forget about Black, his matches with Balor at the beginning of the series. Still almost half a year left of this universe mode before we hit WrestleMania. SummerSlam just the middle of the road. We're beginning the second half as we begin this match with Black and Ciampa. Ciampa thought he was going to go for the suplex the first time, faked Black out, maybe helped stop the reversal. And Ciampa currently in control, but big reversal there from Black. Went for the kick and had it scouted. Did Ciampa on a big knee straight to the face. Don't see that very often too, Aleister Black. Black normally the one delivering the knees, and it's not where Black wanted to be. Attack to Strowman and then drop toe hold into the elbow drop. McIntyre and Hardy looking for the tag, but Strowman too strong, just deadlift and slamming down Black before he had a chance to make a tag, and then just a big, like a chop to the back of the head. And what the hell is this? For a Braun Strowman. McIntyre tried to take out his legs, and I think it might have made Strowman slip a little bit. Not sure if he hit all of that knee. Strowman not happy about it. Clearly brings in the United States champion. Let's not forget Riddle and Black have faced off one on one before. They had that champion versus champion match at Extreme Rules. Riddle not only defended his United States Championship, but had an opportunity at Black's Universal title. He of course came up short, but that itself was a good match. The main event scene here on Raw has done wonders for a lot of these men's careers. Jeff Hardy been around the main event scene a long time. Ciampa and Riddle trying to break into it, along with these current stars. Big DDT to Riddle, but just a 1 count. Almost a feeling out process for this lot so far. We've seen each of Team Ciampa in the ring. Black still not able to make a tag. Oh, just a big knee there. Oh, stomping down is Riddle. Black able to get out, but he had nowhere to go. Turned straight back into Riddle. Snapmare takedown kicks and then one to the gut there. Irish whip from Riddle back into the corner. Offense chop to the chest. Ciampa and Strowman giving Riddle a bit of room. He puts he puts Black onto the top rope. Strowman went for the kick himself, but too quick. Too quick was Aleister Black, who hit that double knees, the Meteora. Now in comes Drew McIntyre. Riddle too quick. Into the corner goes the Universal Champion, and now what the hell is this? Hurricane Rana power bomb. What a move there from Riddle and Strowman too. Oh, I thought it might have been it there. McIntyre got dropped down on his head. The back of his neck there. Could have been a lot of damage, but only a 2 count. Oh, great move there from McIntyre. Able to get out and then reversed to Strowman. Now what the hell is that? Oh my god. A twisting Uranagi. Great move from McIntyre. You don't see that very often. It's Jeff now in the ring. Snapmare takedown. Oh, just an elbow to the head. Great move from Hardy. Veteran maneuver. Trying to work on Jeff. Trying to work on Strowman. Just bouncing off of him. Oh, went for the drop kick. Or I'm not sure what Strowman did. Tried to fake out Hardy, but a big... Oh, that's a knee that time. And then the hammer fist from Strowman. Strowman's one of those incredible competitors that not only has the strength and size, but has the agility as well to back it up. But a distraction from McIntyre. Great move from this team here. In comes Black now. Finally, Black, McIntyre and Hardy have the upper hand against Team Ciampa so far. Still no word just yet on what the this little tandem of Ciampa, Strowman and Riddle is going to be called. There's the Yokosuka cutter from Strowman. Just so powerful, so resilient. It's Braun Strowman. One. No, not quite. Just the one. Not enough to put McIntyre away. And Strowman, well, not quite quick enough. Turns into the Future Shock DDT. Great move there. Two. No, just two. Not quite enough. Not enough just yet to put away the two of them. What is Black looking for here? Oh, just a kick to the head. You don't see that very often. I almost can't believe Black was able to get to the head of Strowman. And what is this? The Claymore. Covered by McIntyre. 1, 2. Oh, a kick out by Strowman. Kick out by Strowman. Black looking a bit worse for wear there. I think McIntyre wants the tag. Instead, the tag to Hardy. Gonna have to be it. Jeff trying to call Strowman back to his feet. Kick to the gut. Ooh, there's the twist of fate, but I'm not sure if you saw it. Strowman just turned back out of it. What the hell is that from Strowman? Big spine buster as well. Ridiculous resiliency from Braun Strowman. Hardy finally back in control. Reversal from Strowman. But a tag in for himself. And a black mass. And the black mass takes it down, and Ciampa, well, I thought Ciampa was going to break it up, but I think Hardy might have slightly cut him off there. Hesitation, it seemed, maybe from Ciampa, and the black mass put away Strowman. It took 3 finishes. Well, it took 4. The future shock, the claymore kick, the twist of fate, and the black mass took out Strowman. And hesitation on the part of Ciampa and Riddle means that Black, Hardy and McIntyre pick up the victory in shocking scenes, it appears. Well, they were able to get along just enough to pick up the victory in the main event. But let's not forget those 2 men to Jeff Hardy's right. Black and McIntyre face off for the Universal title in 6 days' time at Super Showdown. But let's not forget Jeff Hardy with a big momentum builder for himself as he challenges Matt Riddle for the United States Championship. Thank you all very much for watching this episode of Raw here tonight. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. My name has been Jake as always. Stay jammy everyone. Super Showdown coming up soon and SmackDown up next.